Level 4, the system. You stop looking for tips. This is the turn. It doesn't feel dramatic. It feels like exhaustion, like the quiet that comes after you've tried everything and you're finally tired enough to try something different. You build a journal, a real one. Entry price, stop loss, target, reason for the trade, outcome, review. You go back through 6 months of trades and you do the math on paper, and the math is worse than you thought, and also clarifying in a way that hurts and helps simultaneously. You were gambling. You knew it the whole time. But seeing it quantified, 73% of your trades entered without a defined stop loss, average winner held for 2.3 days, average loser held for 11.4 days, makes it impossible to keep pretending otherwise. You start cutting losses faster. This feels wrong. Every instinct says hold on, give it room, it'll come back. But the data from your own journal says the opposite. Your winners don't need room, they move immediately, and the trades you held hoping for recovery almost never recovered. You pick one setup, just one. You spend 3 weeks watching it without trading it, just observing, cataloging, seeing how often it appears and what percentage play out the way you expect. The percentage is lower than you hoped, around 54%, but the average win is 1.8 times the average loss. And when you run the math, that's actually profitable over a large sample. You feel something new, boring confidence. Not excitement, not the electric feeling of a big win incoming, just the quiet, flat recognition that if you execute the same process over and over, the numbers should work out. The key word is should. The key word is over a large sample. You are betting on process, not prediction. This is the hardest psychological transition in trading. You are giving up certainty, which you never had, in exchange for probability, which you can build. Most people can't do it. The human brain was not designed to think in large samples. It was designed to think about this trade, right now, and whether it works. You learn to override that, slowly. Level 5, the grind. 6 months of consistency looks like this. You wake up at 6:45. You check pre-market. You mark your levels. You set your alerts. You do not trade the first 15 minutes. You wait for your setup, and when it appears, you enter. And when it doesn't, you don't. Some days you make $200. Some days you lose $150. Some weeks are flat. Some months are flat. You are not getting rich. You are learning to not get poor, which turns out to be most of the work. Your account is at $11,000. You started with $8,000, and you've made net deposits of $4,200 since. So in pure P&L terms, you're still negative, but the trajectory has changed. The last 4 months are green. Not dramatically, $340, $580, $210, $670, but green in a way that feels earned and repeatable, not lucky. The people in your life don't understand why you're still doing this. They remember the early losses. They don't see the journal. They don't see the system. They see someone spending hours in front of a computer doing something that sounds like gambling, and their concern is reasonable, and it costs you something to keep explaining. So you stop explaining. You trade in the morning. You don't talk about it at dinner. You have a second life in a blinking terminal, and